All right. So, the last time we left off, you guys had come up from the sewers, and you found yourself in the city of Stillmore, no longer under siege by a dragon. Um, you took some time to clean yourself off at the local bathhouse, um, and perused a new district that you hadn't been in yet. This was the Smetic Heights, the most well-to-do area within Stillmore. Um, Upon doing some minor investigation, you, or I should say, Trajan, found out that Lord Emmerich Smetic is the dragon. The dragon had transformed into the Lord of Stillmore. Uh, None of the humans seemed perturbed by this. The guards also didn't seem perturbed by this. And when we last left off, Trajan had just gone to go see Lord Emmerich. And upon his return, or I should say, immediate evacuation, um, he ran out into the street and took his weapons. The rest of you had kind of parted ways and were looking for various things. So that's where we're going to start off. Um, but for right now, we're going to start with. So I think we had two groups, right? So we had Kaiba.
Sorry, I was not paying attention. I didn't have my microphone in.
No worries.
Give me
It
one
was
second.
I was just doing the recap,
Okay, cool.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
basically. Yeah.
Last
All right.
time on Twilight Rise.
So I had Tonberry and Kaiba together, and you guys were looking for an armory or smithy.
Sure.
That sound yeah.
I was just following Andre because he's about to get like racially profiled soon.
um, and then Therion and
Me.
Serum. You got what were you exactly looking for again? Remind me.
We're going shopping. We're at a boutique or
Okay.
something. I
Alright.
don't know.
Got it.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Uh, so I'm gonna start with you two. Abby, feel free
Yeah.
to jump in on either one of these adventures. Take your pick, though.
Okay. I don't know what are they both doing?
So,
We're going shopping for clothes, but ultimately trying to look for more information on Big Baddie.
Mm-hmm.
and then the other guys are going for to look for weapons, like enchanted weapons, I guess.
Yes.
Gotcha. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'll go with the first group then.
First group. Okay. All right. So,
Well,
um, just for the sake of this, Charles and Dan, give me a investigation check.
I rolled a 17. Oh, it might be good. Hold on. I need to pull out my sheet too. Investigation. 18.
Okay. 12 and 18. All right. As you guys look through the Smetic Heights, it's not a large area, so you find a clothing boutique easily enough. Um, as you walk in, there is a elven woman with fairly blonde hair. It's cut about shoulder length, and she greets you. Hello. How do you do? Um, can I have both of you guys make a perception check and Abby make a stealth check?
Okay.
8 plus 7, 15.
Sorry, I just accidentally closed my character window. I don't know.
It's okay.
I had it open and then I.
Oh, actually, I have you up. Boop, boop, boop. Stealth is plus 9, so whatever you roll plus
Okay.
9.
Hopefully, I remember how to roll 1d20 plus 9. Did I do that?
19. Okay. So, Abby, whether you want to reveal yourself or not, you are standing right behind these two. So,
Am I
as the
looking at the right page?
hmm.
Okay, never mind.
So you're standing right behind Therion and Serum in the shop, and you've just kind of followed them along this whole time, and they have not noticed you at all. Up to you whether you want to make yourself known.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So the boutique owner looks at two of you because she hasn't really noticed you, and she says, "How can I assist you?"
um, I'm looking for a new cloak to replace the one I have now. Something a little more fancy and silken.
Of course, we have some fine silks. Would you prefer, let's see. Uh, would you prefer imported or domestic?
Domestic.
Domestic, of
I believe
course.
that your quality is probably better than whatever you bring in.
Wonderful. One moment. Let me see. We have some in from the east, that would be of the elven variety, and we have some from the south, which is of the more human variety. Those are a little thinner. A preference on the thickness of the material?
uh, is it cold, warm, anywhere around us?
Right now, it's probably like 60s out, and kind of gets up to maybe like a 70. It's kind of like that fallish time period.
So, all weather, please.
All weather, of course. So we have this one from Unlalod, and and she pulls out a silken garment. Um, would this suffice?
Uh, does it look good?
Make
feel
a make a perception check.
22.
22. You can tell from your traveled worldly self that this is a very fine cloth. The thread count is probably over 1,000, and it may have some unicorn hairs kind of embroidered in very nicely. Um, yes, it's very, very nice. It doesn't look too warm. It's still a thinner material to keep it very light and breezy. But it looks like it breathes well when you get hot, and it insulates the inside when you get cold.
What color is it?
This one is silver.
Silver. Ooh. How much is it?
Well, we do it by the loom, so this would be for one loom about 250 gold pieces.
Oh, that's not bad. I'd like to try it on. Do you have a... Anyway.
So the
Maybe
way
it's
they
just-
do it is all custom to order.
Okay.
So they would have to make it, so it'd be a commissioned item.
Do they have like showpieces that he could try on? Like maybe.
Yes, a cape. A cape we have a showpiece of. Yes, of course. And she walks over to one of the mannequins. She kind of looks back at you, looks at the
Once he
mannequin.
walks away, I want to hear if there's any gossiping around.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Rich people like shopping, right? And they might know other things. 16 plus 7. Quick math, 23.
Okay. There are two other patrons currently in. One is an older lady, human, and she is just browsing. She's not saying anything. The other one is an older, what you can tell, elven gentleman. He is kind of looking at different fabrics and saying, no, this won't do. No, this won't do either. They don't seem to be talking about anything specific. There's
Huh.
not too many people in this particular shop, though.
Hey, Therion, don't you think it's kind of weird that people are acting normal after a dragon literally just attacked the city?
Uh, yeah, a little.
I mean, that old bat over there is still browsing clothes, and this dude, I don't know. I don't think he's got good taste, but that's besides the point. Hmm.
So at this point, the shopkeeper returns. If you don't mind, she's waiting for you to take your cloak off.
Right here?
Your cloak, not your clothes, just the cloak.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the cloak off.
And she has you turn around and she puts this chained cloak around you. The the length of it is probably a little bit. I'd say about a good 2.5 feet. So just to the edge of your lower back.
So while she's doing this, I'm like, so that dragon attack, huh?
Ah, yes, frightful business. It's a little
But
slow in
it's like,
here because of it,
Yeah.
but
It's a good thing the Lord took care of it so quickly.
I know. Isn't it wonderful that we live in such a well-protected area?
the Lord took care of it?
Well, the guards, of course.
Oh, I see. So the guards slain the dragon, or drove it away.
Drove it away. I believe an arrangement was made of some sort. Dragons are, of course, intelligent creatures.
I see. That's good to know. I was pretty much minding my own business when it happened.
As were we all. At this point, you guys watch as a fairly tattered, clothed gnome comes out, and he has in his hand just a tray of, it looks like, some cheeses and grapes. And walks up to the older gentleman and goes, "Would you care for?" And the guy just swats him away. Shoo, shoo! I'm busy. And now he's walking over to you guys. Would you care for some food?
Does he work here?
Yes.
Can I like sneakily take a grape off of the?
Sure. Yeah. With your stealth, yeah. You guys watch as like the grapes kind of shift a little, but you don't really notice anything. Weird.
And I'm just like munching in the corner. You know?
I'll reach for a cheese.
Sure.
Okay.
I'll also take some, but I won't. I'll pretend to eat it, but I won't actually. I'll like pocket it.
Okay.
I'll eat it. See what happens.
Can
Uh,
I like sneak around? Like since I'm like sneaking,
Oh.
can I just like walk around and see if I hear anything too?
Sure. It in the shop. There's no other patrons in the shop. If
Oh,
you're trying
okay.
to listen for anything there.
I see. I see.
Do you mind if I tip him?
I mean, you can, but the help is the help.
I know. I'm just generous, so I give him like 1 silver piece.
Oh, thank you, sir. And he just literally like hugs you, and then immediately stiffens up, takes a step back, and looks at the shopkeep. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. As you were. And he takes his tray and runs over to the old lady now. He has a bit of a skip in his step. So, will this suffice?
Yes, it will. Have you? I'm gonna guess she took my measurements too, or just trying.
Yeah, while you guys were sampling your foods, she took the measurements that she needed.
All right. Yeah. This is good. Darren, are you getting anything?
I ask if they have any like material of like that's helpful for the clerics and priests and
Hmm. Unfortunately, no. If you're looking for trade wares, I suggest one of the lesser districts.
it's more like ceremonial things.
Well, there is a bit of a shanty town, if you will, full of clerics and all of that hullabaloo. I believe it's between the Twessup roads and North Stillmore.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
So for the new cloak, it would be 300 gold pieces for the material and labor, and it'll be ready for you in a day.
Can I customize it a little bit, make it a little darker than silver? A little darker gray.
Yes,
black.
yes, of course, of course.
So 300?
300 gold pieces.
Alright.
Half now, half upon delivery.
Alright. So I'll take out 150 gold and I'll put on the countertop.
Okay.
I guess. There's a countertop, right?
There is a countertop, yeah.
Okay. Place it right there.
Thank you.
150 gold right here.
Thank you, of course.
You have a good day now.
You as well. We'll see you tomorrow.
And you too, little gnome.
He is not even in the room anymore, but
Oh.
you hear a voice from the back go,
Okay.
"Thank you!"
We'll leave.
Alright, so you guys head back out. Let me have... So, Andre, go ahead and make an investigation check with advantage, since you have Tonberry with you. 18. Okay, easily enough. You managed to find out that there are two smithy type shops. There's one in the Wonham district, and there's one in Skag Avenue.
Okay.
There's also an enchanter in Upper Stillmore. So,
Okay.
where would you like to go?
Let's go to the. Wait a minute. Let's go to the enchant.
The enchanter. Okay. So the enchanter is in Upper Stillmore. And as you, or I'm sorry, North Stillmore. That's what I meant. So as you make your way up there, and you get to what looks to be a fairly small shop. It's 2 stories, but it's very narrow. And you see a sign outside that's called the Eagle's Port. And as you open the door and enter, the bell rings. Dun, dun, and you walk in, and you see a gnome sitting on a chair. Hello! How can I help you?
What's flocking?
What's flocking?
Ah.
Are you drinking?
Oh! Very funny, sir. I get it. It was a pun.
Ew.
God, I want to make you make a wisdom save so bad. All right. What brings you in? How can I help you?
All right, buddy. I'm gonna get straight to the point. I have no enchanted stuff as weapons. I have 1 great axe. I would like you to make this more enchanted.
Uh, of course, yes. That's what we do here. Just a quick question. When you say enchanted, do you know what you're looking for?
Nope. What you got?
Well, we have some things, and he kind of gestures over to the wall, and you can see that it's filled with different types of shelves with different things on them. You see there's a couple swords. There is a wand. There's a trident. You see a gem just hanging out there. A couple gems. If you don't know exactly what you're looking for, maybe give me a description of what you'd like to do.
I would like to destroy my enemies.
My reaction to
There's a small child in the room that just goes, "What?" And you see him just run out in horror to his mother. And his mother giggles apparently. So
Alright.
it's okay, it's fine. Uh, so
Mm, that's what I say to Kaba every day.
what would you uh what kind of uh what kind of enchantments are you looking for? Just to
Yep,
destroy your enemies?
Just give me some option, bro, because this is not going anywhere.
Well, how much? It takes some investment to enchant an object. So I guess what's the budget? So I can give you some.
He
Alright.
can pay in his body with his body if need be.
So I got 600 gold pieces with 2 gems that are worth 750. So, what can I buy with that?
All right. All right. Let me see. He walks over to a ledger and just starts flipping through. As I look through my Dungeon Master's Guide. Alright, so, here's what I can do. And you want this on the Great Axe, is that correct?
Correct.
Alright, Well, we could do something simple. Just have it hit a little harder. We could make it a +1.
Can you make it magical?
I mean, the +1 would have some magical properties to it, yes?
Good, good.
Um,
So, it's great axe. Feels like a +1 already, so let's do it.
Alright, let me crunch the numbers and give you an exact amount.
Key.
While you wait, why don't you take a look around? And as you look around, there are, you can see there is a shelf just filled with various potions. Some of them are red. Some of them are various other colors. You see a, well, it's up to you. Do you want to keep looking?
Yes, yes.
I want to look at potions.
Okay. You can see most of the shelves have like little price tags listed on them. The healing potions, so just standard healing, goes for about 75 a pop. The greater healing potions go for 300. The superior goes for gold.
Oh.
Superior is 750, and then the supreme is 1500.
Oh, Supreme's always expensive.
It's
How did they get into D&D?
he's trying to get a new axe. Trying to replace the one he doesn't have.
I heard Supreme rocks are also very expensive. When I need to sell more liquor to people. Shopkeep, would you like to buy some liquor from me?
I don't really use yeah, nope. I don't really use that kind of stuff. So no, not really.
I can label it Supreme too if you'd like.
I don't think that would help.
It always helps me.
Um, well, I'll think about it. Okay. So, sir, to make this a +1 great axe, I would need 500 gold pieces, and it would take me mm, roughly about 25. So about 20 days.
Make it 10. I'll give you Eye of the Beholder.
That's not how this works.
Well, your loss. Okay, that's fine. So, do you have any necklaces that are magical or enchanted?
Necklaces. No, we have the closest thing I'd say. We have some armor, but no necklaces at the moment.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do that. I'll give you 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
However, I'll let's make it 450.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
15.
15. Okay. Um. You're a first time customer, so unfortunately I don't think I can do that this time. But if you come back, we can work on it.
Okay, 500 it is.
All right. That'll be ready for you in 20 days.
Ooh.
All right. So do I remove the great axe from my inventory?
What's that?
Do I remove the great axe +1 from my inventory?
Wait, is it already +1?
Uh-huh.
Oh, so if you're trying to add another one to it, then it would be way more.
Oh,
Yeah.
you sold my 500. Let's do it.
What's that?
We already set a price 500 though.
Yeah, I thought you just had the regular great axe. I didn't double check your character sheet.
Like this great axe feels like a +1.
Oh my gosh. Okay. That's fine. We'll make it work.
Sweet.
All right, yeah. So leave it in there for now. Just make sure it's not equipped. Well, is there anything else I can help you with?
Is there anything for my friend here that she would like to purchase?
I have 20 gold.
Probably not.
How about I get him a healing potion for the 75 since I like wasting my money?
Sure. Yeah. Yes. That's of course.
Make it rain up in here.
Don't you have no healing potions?
I have none.
Shouldn't you have some healing potions?
Actually, I do. I have 3. But do you have any?
I do.
Well, I guess I'm getting one from myself.
I'll share some liquor with you.
Maybe later.
So is there anything else I can do for you guys?
Nope. Thank you. I'll come back in 10 days.
20 days.
Okay, 20 days.
But you can come back in 10 days if you just want to shop.
Okay. Cool. We'll see you later, no.
Oh.
Hey, hi, up in there. You know.
Goodbye.
What an awkward interaction. That's poor gnome.
All
Mine
right.
was like all happy and shit. And I was like,
Right in the head ever since that moment.
Oh man. All right. So, back to my group of three. So Serum, Therian, and Abby. You haven't played in so long. I forgot your name. Yenir. There we go.
Ah, it's me.
Okay. The three of you. So you've just gotten out of the shop. It's probably been maybe like an hour, hour and a half, talking,
if
doing
she's
the
behind
measurements.
us?
You still haven't noticed her, no.
Oh, okay.
Just been stealthing this whole time.
She's been following you guys the whole time.
That's the nice thing about being a rogue. Just like. So, anyways, what were you saying?
Where would you guys like to go now?
I want to like focus on the people around. Like
In the same area, in the Wonham district.
super normal or like overly normal kind of thing.
Go ahead and make an insight
Or
check
like
for
just-
me.
They're actually just normal.
Go ahead and make an insight
The
check.
dragon just attacked. You know? 16 plus 2, 18.
18. Okay. Most of the people do seem to be normal, as in like they're going about their normal day. It doesn't seem too out of character from what you know. However, are you trained in Arcana? No.
I'm a bard, but
Mm.
not like.
Yeah. So for this, I'll say if you want, you can make an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Sirion is. But okay, I'll do it. He's not? Oh,
No.
8
8.
plus 1.
Yeah. From what you can tell, there may be some magic at play. Maybe you're not really sure.
So I got like a weird feeling. The same feeling I've been having, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sirion, this feels really weird. I feel like we should go down to the other district and see what's up. I wonder how Trajan's doing.
And cut to Trajan. What are you doing, buddy?
What was I doing last? I forgot.
You had literally just ran out, grabbed your weapons, and proceeded to leave a brown trail as you.
Yes, I shit my pants.
Yes.
Oh yes.
As you run out of the Lord's house.
I'm heading back to the lower district, and I'm heading to whatever inn we were at before.
Easy enough. You find your way back to the Enchantress Curse. It takes you probably the better part of like, I'd say 2 hours just walking over there.
All right. I'm gonna ask Reginald if there's a messenger anywhere in the inn.
Are you,
Send a
what?
message to someone.
Not in the inn. You'd have to. Let me think here. Are you looking for paper or magic?
Magic. I don't know where this person is at the time.
All right. You could try going up to the Eagle's Port. There's a guy named Giles Hilltop. He's a gnome. He could probably help you out. It's up in North Stillmore, though.
What?
It's up in North Stillmore.
All right. I'll head back to North Stillmore then.
All right. So you run your way back up to North Stillmore. You come inside and you see Giles, the gnomish figure, sitting atop a chair, zipping a tea. As you enter, hello. How can I help you?
I need to send a magical message to someone, but I don't know where they are.
Oh, that's pretty standard. Because you don't know where they are, though, makes the message a little harder. Do you have a rough description of the person?
Yeah. Half orc. Black hair. Tan skin. About 220 pounds. 6'3". Black
That's
eyes
real
with gold halos.
Real specific.
He's a former soldier I served with in the war.
Oh, all right. Just one moment here. And for my indemnification, could you please write down the message that you would like to send?
Come to Stillmore. Meet me at the Enchantress's Curse.
All right, and for that service, this will be a 150 gold.
Deal.
All right. And you see him pull out a piece of copper wire, and he looks at your note and says the words, and the message is sent.
All right. I'll head back to the Enchantress's Curse and wait then.
All right. All right. Kaiba, you guys have just left Giles's. This is a little bit earlier than Trajan. So where are you guys headed to now?
Where to, my friend?
A bar.
Lego.
Lego.
Okay. So this time, Tom Berry, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Oh, investigation. Oh, that's my character. There it is.
All right. You, being a man of the brew, easily find your way to a tavern within the within Lower Stillmore. Probably not the best place, but you know your brews, and this is where you're gonna find some good shit.
He
As-
followed his nose.
as you walk in, this for what it's worth, it basically looks like a large shed. Uh, the houses in Lower Stillmore are kind of makeshift as is, but this one in particular looks kind of run down. There are 4 lanterns lighting the entirety. There's about 6 tables inside. You see an older woman at the bar, and there's maybe 5 or 6 patrons just kind of hanging out there.
Let's go.
So as you walk in, you can either go up to the bar, have a seat. What'd you like to do?
Let's go to the bar.
Okay.
Nobody's being racist so far, so let's keep it going.
So you walk up to the bar. The elderly woman looks up. Hello. Could I help you? Drinks? Drinks.
The strongest.
Yeah.
I want to have a dog grow out of my chest.
She just looks bewildered. It'll be one moment. Actually, you know what? Let me have the 2 of you come help me.
What the fuck?
And she kind of leads you around the corner of the bar, and there's a door there to the storeroom. And she walks you back, grabs one of the lanterns off the table, and walks you back. And she says, "That barrel there. Pick that up."
The fuck?
Cup of water. You're the stronger one. I'm just good at running and running my mouth.
Tell me there's whiskey in there. Pick it up.
What?
Come on, I'm gonna need an old fashioned. What's going on?
I don't know what kind of fancy pub you think you walked into, but you asked me for the strongest drink, and by golly, I'm giving you the strongest drink, but you gotta carry that shit up to the front.
You should do it. Do it.
Remember, you were you had some time in the
I know, Matthew.
goblin den that you probably want to forget.
Sending this telepathically to you.
No, right?
Remember your trauma.
Metagaming everywhere. Sorry. What? So what are we doing, Kaiba?
Oh, I will carry it if your first drink is free.
Do you want the drink or not?
I do, but do you want to serve it?
Nope. And then she just walks back to the front.
I'll carry it.
Alright, go.
I'll carry it for myself then.
Okay. For you, go ahead and make a strength check.
I think this is the right one.
Good enough. So, takes you a little bit. You kind of drag it, and bring it out to the front. She goes, "Oh, changed your mind, did you?" And she grabs a tap and thunk, hammers it in. Grabs one glass. Dink. That'll be 1 silver.
Oh. But I. Okay.
So go ahead and mark off 1 silver.
Oh. Can I convince you to have somebody else pay with their body instead?
She looks at Kaiba. Only if he likes it like the sandpaper.
He's a lizard. He loves the desert.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Against Kaiba's will.
Before that happens, I'm smacking Edmond on the head.
Go ahead and make an attack roll, Kaiba.
Didn't work.
15.
What's your AC?
16.
You go to hit him, and he kind of leans forward drunkenly, and you miss.
Oh.
Damn.
Now do I slap you?
I never been to the desert, so I want to know.
Oh.
It's too dry out there.
I'll take your word for it, but I'm not interested.
Lizards know all about the desert. If you change your mind, let him know, not me. I don't ever want to know.
I go and swing another time to the back of the head.
Go ahead and make another attack roll.
God damn it, 15.
Miss. So this time he actually leans forward and he sees your hand just like go across his face.
What did I tell you? You have to get me more drinks for you to touch me.
Alright. So, what are you guys doing? Just hanging out?
I want to know if they know anything about this magical place.
And I want some food.
Well, you came to the wrong place, Blue Boy.
Damn, she called you blue.
Oh, this is not one of those, like, bars that sell chicken wings, lizard wings.
Does it look like that kind of place? Go.
A little bit.
as you look around, the other patrons are literally either passed out or slowly zipping on whatever dirty glass that they have.
You're missing out on a business opportunity, miss.
Yes, you are.
Look at us, we know all about business.
What kind of establishment do you have here? You make your patrons to carry their drink. Where's the food?
You asked me for the strongest ale. This is what you get.
Okay.
Nobody else buys the strongest stuff. They get all the weak shit because it's cheap.
Ooh, cheap.
So is it good?
Uh,
The
t-
Forbes.
Tomberry, it is actually on par with what you normally homebrew.
I'm insulted by that. Metagaming.
I didn't say anything. I was just wondering.
I curse this world for what they've said about my homebrew. Well, what do you know about this dragon? You guys get dragon attacks very often?
What dragon? Been inside all day.
You didn't see the poisonous breath spewing? That wasn't sewer. It wasn't.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Oh, you know, my guy is so insightful.
8. She legitimately seems like she just hangs out inside. Like her skin tone is pretty pale.
That drink. Ask for the strongest.
Can I check an insight too?
On
Both of them?
what are you trying to like understand about what they're saying?
Oh, well, I hear the conversation because I'm sitting next to her. And
Mhm.
so if she's lying, wait, did we establish that she's lying?
I
Pale
didn't
skin?
establish anything. I have the insight
I have a plus
of
3.
a child.
So that's what I mean. I want to check her.
Sure,
while-
go ahead and make an insight check. Yeah.
We have the best insight. Me and you.
18.
18. Okay, hold on. So I'm gonna message this to you.
Okay.
Oh, secrets.
Secrets.
And then he puts it on the messenger for y'all talk.
We didn't see it.
Okay. I slowly glare at her while squinting.
Something wrong with your eyes, blue boy?
I am blue. You're not. Something's off with you, lady. I'm gonna find out.
Oh, he's going to find out.
You don't have food, and you're possibly lying. So I'm squinting at you.
Just look at that body. He's serious.
Uh-huh. She just kind of folds her arms and then goes back to just sitting there and smoking her pipe.
Oh,
Where
that's
were you?
not the reaction I was expecting.
Where were you when the dragon attacked? Answer me.
Where were you where the dragon attacked? Answer him.
I was here.
Oh, so you admit there was a dragon?
You guys keep going on about a dragon. I haven't been outside.
Have you not seen green shit go into your tavern? People not dying? And shit?
No, but I see a lot of blue shit coming in right now.
Oh shit.
Damn, he went there.
If I had my axe, I would chop you.
Yeah? Well, if I had my axe, I'd chop you too. And she spits on you. Go ahead and make a dexterity save.
I'm offended. I get on the counter.
Oh god.
Oh no.
So you just let it hit you.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's just gonna hit me while I'm not doing anything. Then I'll just yell out, I'm offended.
Okay.
Jump on the counter.
Uh-huh.
Hold me back, Edmore.
I am holding him back with
What's your armor class?
18.
Okay, so that just makes it. So you watch as she takes her cane and she sweeps your feet out from under you. Go ahead and you take. Oh wow, that was surprising. 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall from the bar onto the floor.
I think you're falling for her.
Gonna do some Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Really?
The
This
desert.
is why we don't mess with old ladies.
Don't mess with old ladies. This is
No one touch any manners. Don't stand on tables.
I'm an orc. He's a dragon. We don't have tables.
I
Manners.
get up and pick up the nearest chair and yeet to her.
What is going on?
Go ahead and so roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier.
You should rage while you're doing it.
Maybe
You lost your axe, didn't you?
I
This is
did.
not the axe.
This is not that. This is me being offended. You call me blue.
I call you blue every day.
You are blue.
I don't take it seriously.
God, you're gonna murder this old shopkeep. Oh my god.
Blue or are you white and your eyes are blue?
Well, blue eyes.
That's the way he wanted it, but that's not the way life worked out.
This is true. 18.
18. Okay. I want you to roll a 1d6 and add 1 to it.
7.
7. The chair, the stool, hits her in the head. She falls over, and there's just a gouge of blood spurting out now.
God damn it.
That's what you get, lady.
Are you ready to tell us now? If not, we need to run before.
She is dying.
Please tell us now before the guards come.
I know you're lying.
There's no response.
Against the guard.
There is no response.
But you should tell us anyway. You killed her. Let's go.
One of the other patrons says, "Hey, fuck it," and he just drinks his beer.
That's my response half the time. I feel you, bro.
So as you guys run out of the Misty Dog Inn, you make your way out into the lower Stillmore. Where are you headed?
Point, blue man, point.
I'm going to turn in a circle, and I'm going to point in that direction.
All right.
Let me spin you rapidly.
Let's go.
Try to roll a d4 for which direction.
Actually, I'm gonna have him roll a d8,
Okay, D8.
and then tell me the number.
3.
3. Okay. You start running directly west. Your eyes are still closed at this point, and you run directly into a wall.
You mean squinting? How's it
Squinting.
closed?
Squinting. Angry squinting.
Angry squinting.
So you run towards the west. You're trying to get back to the Smetic Heights, and you run into the 6-foot wall in this area.
I'm offended.
Who are you talking to? Only I can talk to myself in meta world.
I'm talking to you. I'm telling you I'm offended.
What did I say?
Because of this wall. This wall's here. Fuck the wall.
I didn't build it. Or did I build it? I don't know
Make
what
a
I
history
do when I
check.
drink. I don't know what I do when I drink.
Tonberry, make a history check.
Oh,
He drinks more.
oh, let me drink first.
Make it an advantage.
Oh,
Just willpower. This is good comic relief.
Comic relief and murder.
You don't know who built this wall, but you do know it's a finely built wall, and it was built
oh,
some time ago,
so finally.
probably by humans, most likely slaves. You're not really sure. You take a little taste of it. There was no liquor used in the building of this wall, though.
depression. Need to walk away from this wall.
We should tear it down. But I don't want to waste my stuff. Let's go the other way.
Oh, we're going.
All right. So you guys start making your way to somewhere. We'll come back to you. So, Therian, Serum, and Yenir, what are you guys up to?
Is the city still in lockdown? Because I feel like we're making our way towards Lower Stillmore.
It's not. There's still guards present, but it's not like hard lockdown anymore.
Anymore? Oh. Okay. I want to go where the manhole was we tried to come out in when the gas came through, you know?
Okay.
I heard all that rumbling.
Okay. So that would be the one all the way down by the Enchantress Curse, so in the Bander's Bazaar. So it'll take you roughly about an hour to get there.
The curse is still standing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what's up? I didn't know that. Hope Reginald's still alive, but wait, you used to make an investigation check?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a +1. 16.
16. So the lock is engaged on this particular manhole cover. It doesn't look like anyone's been in or out from what you can tell.
Any green powder residue? Any like signs of like total destruction?
Nope. Looks fine.
That's weird. What do you think, Therion? Hello.
I don't remember what it was like. Like, I wasn't there when you were trying, like, I first remember, because I rejoined later.
Are we just looking for like clues as to what's going on?
There was a dragon attack, but it doesn't look like that dragon attacked.
So Abby, did you just did you reveal yourself to them just now?
Yeah, I just like
Okay.
existence.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you guys watch as Yenir kind of steps out of the shadow and asks you this question.
Oh! Ah! Where'd you come from? Were you following us the whole time?
I put another grape in my mouth that I've hoarded from the fire earlier. I'm like, yeah, I've been here.
Ever since then, too? Oh. Wait, did you follow us into the bath?
Maybe.
Okay.
I pull out all the snacks that I've been hoarding along the way and just like stuff them in my mouth. I'm just like, where are we going?
Well, welcome back, I guess. We're
Never
trying to
left.
I hear the guards, guys.
You guys watch as about 5 guards just start running towards Lower Stillmore.
Hey, where are you guys heading?
There's been an attack!
A dragon attack?
No! Well, maybe. I don't know. There's blue this time.
There's blue. What are these colors?
I have no idea.
Okay. Cool.
Wait. Zerum, are you trying to confirm that there was a dragon attack, or like, what are you?
I'm trying to confirm, you know, so we don't kill this poor lord for nothing.
Wait, what are you trying to confirm? Why are we killing the Lord?
Didn't we deduce that the lord turns into a dragon, or has some clues to be to the dragon?
Yeah. Wait, then why do we need to confirm if we already... what are we...
I thought we were gonna fight the dragon, so I'm just, you know, focusing on my task.
Wait, do you think people will really know, like...
Nope.
Why don't we just sneak into his, like, house at night?
Isn't Trajan doing that already?
He was going through the front door, like, being the cleric. I don't know what he was doing.
Oh.
It's right about this time that you see Trajan walking into the Enchantress Curse, and he disappears inside for about 5 minutes and leaves.
Where's he going? Wait, should we catch up to him?
might as well figure out what he found in the.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, Yenir, let's go.
Let's go.
Don't sneak up on us again.
Okay.
Let me have the three of you each make a invest. Actually, we'll make this a survival check.
Ooh.
I have 14.
And just for the hell of it, Trajan, make a stealth check.
What?
22.
Dan, what'd you get?
Since I have the boots at
14.
9, that's with advantage, so 13.
Okay. Yenir, you are able to track him pretty easily. Oh, and as are you, Therian. So between the two of you, you follow him. He goes into the Eagle's Port, and he comes out, and he starts making his way back towards Bander's Bazaar.
Can we like wave him down?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, wait. It's your friend.
So urgent.
My mind is too focused and I ignore them. I keep heading back to the Enchantress's curse.
We keep following.
Okay. Are you trying to catch up to him, or are you just hanging back now?
Catch up.
Okay, all right. So, you managed to catch up to him, and you're standing, or you're walking with him at this point. He's still ignoring you guys.
I have to meet with someone.
What happened?
I shit my pants.
You shit your pants. So is the Lord bad or what?
Oh yeah, he's evil. He made me
Very
shit my
evil?
pants.
Like super evil?
Enough to shit my pants.
That's pretty bad.
I've never been so scared in my life.
I feel like that's all the proof we need.
But the townsfolk seem fine.
They're probably in on it too.
I want to speak to Reginald.
I mean,
Just trying to confirm. Ish. Do I break away?
It's up to you. You guys have just about made it back to the curse.
We're in the curse.
Yep.
Reginald! You're alive!
Why wouldn't I be?
A dragon attacked!
Yeah, I
You're
know.
with us, right
Uh-huh.
here.
It happens. Yeah.
It happens? What do you mean it happens?
I mean, you know, dragon attacks happen, right?
Yes.
Right. So it happened here, and now we're safe. It's fine.
This is fine.
I'm uneased.
What?
George,
Hmm?
I'm uneased. I'm not convinced.
Okay.
I
Go
didn't
go ahead
know
and make
before.
a insight check. Make it with advantage because you know him pretty well.
Wow, both of them are 16.
16.
Plus
Um.
2, 18.
Okay. He seems forthright. Nothing about what he's saying he doesn't believe, but there is something still off about it.
Alright, Reginald, I need you... What do you know about the Lord?
What, Emmerich? He's a bit of a cunt, but I mean, keeps the town running. Lets us do our business where we need to.
Do you think he does anything fishy?
Is that a pun? Are you making a fishing pun?
Yes.
You son of a bitch.
wait, when you said he was evil, this is directed back at Trajan.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean by like magical evil, or just like devious, like
Magical evil.
magical evil?
He's got the powers of a dragon.
I'm just gonna cast the spell magic on bartender guy. Wait, what was his name again?
Okay.
Reginald.
Reginald.
Okay. What level are you casting it at?
4.
You said dispel magic, right?
Spell magic, yeah.
So you're spelling off. Okay. So. Sorry, checking something. There it is. Boop. Okay. I need you. So you said 4th level. So go ahead and roll a ability check. Yeah.
What is that? Is that just
D20 plus your spellcast ability modifier.
so the modifier?
Mhm.
Okay. A 10.
A 10. You feel your arcane energy kind of coalesce, and it's just not quite strong enough to change or break whatever is going on here.
I tell the party that he's definitely under a spell of some sort, but beyond my ability to easily remove.
Go ahead and make a medicine check at disadvantage,
Okay.
because it's not exactly medical.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
12.
12. Okay. Looking at this, it doesn't look like a one-time spell. It looks like something like an enchantment of some kind, and it actually looks like 2 enchantments potentially.
It's a lot of enchantments.
Well, I reported to the party.
Okay.
I don't know what to.
Russell goes, "What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not enchanted. What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't worry about it, Red. Don't
What,
worry
what do you mean? Ugh, what do you mean? Don't worry about it. It's me. I gotta worry about it. It's me."
I believe you. I believe you.
Throw a chair.
I don't think it's just you. It's probably everyone.
And like I said, Reginald, I feel like something's fishy. Time doesn't feel the same as before.
I don't know. It feels the same to me.
Probably because you lived here all your life. Only been here like a couple times in the past.
Yeah, I suppose so. He pulls out a whiskey and just starts drinking.
Alright, so I guess the best action to take is to take down the Lord, or at least investigate his area and see what he's doing with this entire town.
So we break it, is what I'm hearing.
Break in and assassination out of my boat, but I feel like it's in a certain somebody's boat.
I don't think assassination will be easy. Let's just start with breaking it.
Then that is. How about pillage? That's more of my boat.
You have a highly trained assassin, but anyway.
That's true. Now where's the other 2?
And cut to Kaiba and Tomberry. I need you. Can I have each of you roll an actually, it's survival on this one.
Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you and Kaiba.
Oh no. Survival.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I actually have high skills in that. And it didn't work.
18.
18. Okay. Between the two of you, you start to run around, and you find your bearings. Um, you know that you are now in this area is Skag Avenue,
Skag Avenue.
and
Hey, I
you
know
you
that
make
place.
your way out of Lower Stillmore, out of Skag Avenue, and you are headed where? Where are you going? You finally got your bearings back together.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. Maybe we should run towards the enchanted fortress. Enchanted
There's a what?
the bar or the inn.
We're going back to the bar?
No, not that bar. The inn.
Oh. Yeah, we should go. I feel the racism now.
I do too. Everyone's
Um,
been calling me-
how? So, are you guys just walking normally back, running,
I
hiding,
would say run.
run?
I would say run.
Okay.
Run. Being a very anime-like figure.
Okay, got it.
Naruto run. Got it.
Naruto run.
As you're running, I need both of you to make a Dex save.
Save. That is a 15.
Oh.
Wait, aren't you a monk? Shouldn't you be doing better at this, Edmar?
Um,
I should be doing
okay.
good things better.
Kaiba, you watch as a this is a I forget what the name is. The thing with the two balls and a string between it.
Bola.
There you go. Thank you. You watch as this bola just goes around and catches Tom Berry around the legs and brings him down to the ground.
Oh no! Oh no! The ball has him.
Some balls have gotten my legs. There's balls on my legs.
There are 3 guards approaching.
Are they getting arrested?
Guards, help me. There's balls on my legs.
Yeah, we threw them, you piece of shit. And one of them just kind of steps on your chest, so you can't get up. You are considered grappled right now. If you want to, you can make a strength check to see if you resist the grapple.
Yeah, I'll struggle.
Okay, you can are you trying to get out, or are you just?
I'll try to do this, but
Doing the struggle. How do I do a strength check?
So actually, sorry for this. Roll a d20 and add either your acrobatics or your athletics, whichever you like.
Probably use your acrobatics.
Okay. You manage to kind of wiggle, and the guard goes, shit, he's getting away. The bola has come loose, and you've managed to get out from under the guard's foot. You're still prone right now, though.
Okay. So can I do something?
What are you doing, Kaiba?
So first, I'm gonna ask Thornberry, are you resistant to lightning?
I cannot be 100% sure.
Good. Now we're going to use burst stream into the guards.
Okay.
Oh god.
So what is it? It's a save, right? Is it deck
What?
save?
No, it's not a deck save. It's an attack.
Pretty sure it's a
So,
save.
Never let the barbarian and the drunkard adventure together again.
Yeah, it's a DC 13 deck save.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
Are they in one line?
they're not in a line.
Well, I'll do the one closest to Edmar.
Okay, you will probably hit him from where you're standing, though.
Yeah, but Edmar's a monk, so he's got high decks.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Your call. So
Bust stream.
that is a
Cards, Edmar.
so that's a 10 for my guard, and he fails. So that's 3d6 lightning damage to him.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that.
What do I have to do? What save?
Deck save.
Oh no.
Oh, there you go. You kind of roll out of the way as you watch this burst of blue lightning come out.
Stop trying to touch me. We have rules.
6, 7, 8. Wait, what? 4d6, 3d6, 3d6. You fool.
Oh.
It's okay. We'll just
Everything-
we'll drop the 1. Yeah. So so 7. Okay.
Not a whole lot.
So 7 points of damage to this guard. He is looking pretty rough at this point.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Give us a loan, or you're going to get another one.
The other 2 guards draw their weapons. Go ahead and roll your initiatives.
Oh, God. I've been wanting to fight somebody after I threw that chair. I have a 19 on my second roll.
Okay. Tomberry, when you're ready.
I did.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
I just wanted drinks. I wanted friends and drinks.
Okay. Kaiba, you're up.
Alright, I rage.
Okay.
Damn.
You
Well, we got a
probably
dragon
run
attacking the
away.
city now.
You must rage quit and run away. And
Don't do it, Mark, and call more guards.
rage quit. Rage.
Believe in
quit.
the force.
You gave my friend Ebola, and now you must pay.
Oh.
So I have. Well, I'm going to use a vicious mortar to add my
You're gonna what?
attack with that one. So I have 2 weapons right now.
Okay. So wait, what are you doing? You kind of cut out there.
Oh, I am attacking one of the guards that are closest to Edmar.
Okay. So there's the one that you already hit, and then there's one. The closer one would be to the one that's on his left.
We will hit the one that at full health.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack.
Alright. Alright. Goddamn, that's a
So what?
That's a 1.
Oh, okay. So you go to strike and first slash misses.
Okay. Second attack. That is a 20.
Okay.
Ah!
All right.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage.
Let's see.
Somebody's going to die.
And this is with your mace or your morning star.
This is my morning star.
Okay.
So this 1d8. So let's see. So we got a so 8 total damage.
That's already doubled.
No, that is not double.
Double that.
Yeah.
How much is it? So just the dice.
Oh.
Double the dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus 4,
Four.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. You watch as that guard, your morning star, goes into his chest plate. There's a dent, and then all of a sudden, just a gush of blood shoots out and sprays
Oh,
all
God.
over you. He slumps onto the morning star. That guard is dead.
Oh, great.
You killed an innocent old lady and now a cop. Good job.
Hey, they went after us first.
They're only going after you because you killed the old lady.
Who said I killed the old lady? There's no proof.
The force is strong
It
with
was, it was a bar full of witnesses.
Hey, they just drank their beer. I don't know what they did. So, I threatened the other 2, like, want a piece of this? Don't give my friend Ebola.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check with advantage.
Advantage?
Uh-huh.
Sweet. Alright. So 10. So the highest I got was
Highest you got was a what?
13.
13. Okay. Good to know. All right. Anything else you want to do with your turn? So you did 2 attacks already. So you have a bonus if you want.
I want to now ready. I want to ready.
That's an action to ready.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm finishing this guy off.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. You just raged, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, or no, did you rage before attacking the first guard?
Yes.
Okay. So you still have a bonus action. Yeah.
Good. So now I step over Edmar and I'll be like, ready. Bring it!
Okay. As your bonus action.
What are we bringing?
Sure. Okay.
Why are we bringing?
The
How are we bringing?
so the one dead guard's turn. The first guard that you hit, he's going to reach into his satchel and he pulls out a horn.
You done it now.
Noise.
And you hear this cacophonous horn. There's another off in the distance, and you hear a few more.
But wait. Yeah, I'm in ready, right?
No. Remember, that's an action, not a bonus action.
So wouldn't that technically mean I get to attack again then?
If you wanted to retroactively do your bonus action, sure.
Okay. So because I thought ready was a bonus action, so that was what you.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead and make your attack,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna have you do a straight roll for this guy.
Yeah, that's a 4. Okay.
So miss.
Yes.
So as he's tooting his horn, you swing down at him, and your Morning Star misses as you try and hit him as he calls for additional guards. That's his turn. Tonberry, you're up. You're prone right now. There's 2 guards still alive in your area right now.
You guys should probably run away.
I stand up.
Okay. So you have half your movement left.
Is that my action to stand up?
No. It's half of your movement. That's the cost of standing up.
Well, those characters are dead. We're all new characters. All right, Reginald, you got anybody?
I would like to try to knock out whoever's left.
Okay. So there's a guard directly in front of you, and then there's one to your left.
The front.
Front. Okay. You're just trying to knock him out?
Yes.
Go ahead and make an attack roll. You can use your melee attack modifier for it.
Where's that thing? Hold on. Is this it? That's not right.
Let me just see the roll here. Oh, with the roll, you're fine. That's fine. You're fine. You hit him in the head, and you watch him kind of slump down into the ground. So that one's unconscious right now.
I will slowly walk away. Kaiba, let's go.
The one guard is gonna the last remaining guard is gonna yell out, "No, stop!" And he's gonna take one attack at you as you try and run by him, and that's a +3, so 17 to hit.
I will use my reaction
Mhm.
and use defensive duelist to add. What is it? I add.
Is it 5 to your AC?
Yeah, I add like a crap ton to my AC for
Okay.
like 1.
So as he goes, you feel it kind of nick your arm a little bit, and you instinctively just kind of move out of the way, and he misses, and you guys are you start running. All right, Kaiba,
Stop it.
what are you doing?
I am yeeting out here too.
Okay, so both you guys start making a run for it. All right, where are you running to?
Kaiba, point.
Like, can I roll a dice again?
Just
Oh.
give me a location that you want to run
Run
to.
to the inn. Run to the inn. Let's go to my blankets at home.
Okay. So you start running towards the Enchantress Curse Inn, and as you get closer, there is about 10 or 15 guards trailing you at this point.
Don't come in here.
We should probably split up and try and hide.
I'm just on the bar.
They're still outside. They're still running towards it. So they've just entered the district, but they're kind of running in that direction now. So what are you guys doing?
Just because I'm green doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
No, you're a bad person because you killed an old lady. One of the one of the guards yells at you. Okay. So I need both of you guys to make another dexterity saving throw.
Yay.
Why is he always trying to throw?
If they're getting close, do we know what's happening?
Why don't the rest of you guys that are in the bar go ahead and make a perception check.
I got a 16, by the way.
16, okay, 17. You guys, Kaiba and Tonberry, the bolas come at you, and you manage to kind of dodge out of the way, expecting them this time.
Do not give me a bola.
I don't like balls.
I look at Thornberry and say, "What the hell do you mean then?"
Oh, I don't know.
Apparently, you like my balls. Hey.
Hey, they're nice.
Eddie?
Yeah.
Perception check, my dear.
Oh. Yes.
Sorry, our comic relief is like stalling everything.
No, you're fine. Ryan, did you have one too? Or are you just zoned out?
No, I didn't make one.
You don't have to, but if you want to.
No, I'm too focused on meeting my contact.
Okay. Yenyir and Serum, you hear a commotion from outside.
Commotion. Ooh.
All right. So, as you guys get Kaiba and Tomberry, as you guys get to the front of the Enchantress Curse, what are you doing? Are you going in?
I am yelling. Go away, help me.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
If this works, oh my god.
Oh. Oh, okay. Plus 0, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You watch as about 3 of the guards kind of slow down and go, he's got a good point. The rest of them still keep chasing you.
I want to do the same thing. Since I saw
Racism is wrong.
So, as you guys get to the front, you see in the there's one of the guards that's dressed a little bit differently. He has a cloak instead of armor, and he throws a ruby red orb in your direction. I need both of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, my weakest.
mine too. Good God, that's a 5.
Oh.
18. Okay.
Are we gonna have to break him out? Oh,
So, Kaiba, you are surrounded in a purple cage, a purplish red cage. That is a solid. It's a solid plate on top and a solid plate on the bottom, with bars in a cubic shape. The bars are roughly about a half inch, and they're spaced about a half inch apart.
This sucks.
The Tomberry, you just managed to duck out of the way as it appears.
Help me, Thornberry!
I don't know what it is.
Um, so it's invisible, but you can feel the bars. So that's where you are right now. What are you guys doing? And everyone who is in the bar, if you wanted to come out, you would be outside right now.
Okay, I open the door, look out, and then I close it, and then I go. They brought a bunch of guards, and one of them's in a bubble thingy.
Ah, you son of a bitch! Reginald reaches under, under the bar and pulls out a shotgun kind of thing, and you hear him kind of. Let him try and take me.
They're not coming for you. I don't think they're coming for you. You put that gun down. Actually, can I have it? How much for it?
They're coming for you! They're coming for us all!
Tom Perry is kind of banging on the door. Reginald takes aim and he's gonna shoot. What's your armor class? Dan, yeah, you. 16. It just hits. You take 6 points of piercing damage as the bullet pierces through you and kind of lodges into the door. You're in the way of the door! And he's like frantically reloading.
I'm gonna rush up. Okay, hold on. 50 goes for the gun. Thing.
No, it's the only one I got!
Oh. Well, where'd you get the other one? I like hold my shoulder. Hey.
I got a guy, but we'll talk later. And he kind of re-aims at the door. Tom Berry walks in and he takes another shot. Let's see.
I'm just gonna duck out the way this time.
This time, the shot just goes wide and puts more shrapnel into the door. It misses you entirely, Tonberry. And there's about 3 or 4 guards kind of coming up behind you at this point. Reginald puts the gun away. Wasn't me! Puts his hands up. Wasn't me! Tonberry, what are you doing?
I will do a performance. I feel like this was all just a show, guys. This is all just a show.
Right.
I don't think.
You feel 2 shackles come across your hands, and a set of manacles are firmly attached to them, and they try and reach to shackle your legs at this point.
This is too intimate for me, guys.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just gonna.
Now you know how I
on the floor.
Stay about your business. One of the guards says, and he finishes shackling you, Tonberry, and he starts taking you away.
I know them. Help me.
Are you guys doing anything?
Nope.
What kind of friend are you?
They've come for us all. We're completely innocent.
I don't entirely get what's going on, but I feel like I want to help.
You want to help.
You're gonna have to bust us out anyways.
God damn it.
You want
Can
to
I, like-
help.
Can I like sneak around and see if I can like get in there and like unshackle them?
So Kaiba he's basically like, you see his hands wrapped around something. There's nothing around him. He's just kind of like grabbing something and holding himself in air, kind of like pantomime style, right?
Oh.
My best
Tonberry is in shackles, being escorted by 4 guards. So if you want to, you can try and unshackle him.
Yeah, for Tomberry.
Okay, go ahead. I need a stealth check and then a sleight of hand check.
I am going to.
Actually, so Trajan, Go ahead. I'm gonna type you a message.
Okay.
I heard that.
Yo. I'm too familiar with it.
So
I'm gonna get up and leave.
What?
so Trajan gets up and leaves from the bar,
Why?
and he's just starts walking away.
Trajan, where you
Um,
going? Wait, no, I'm still.
you guys see him walk out of the bar and just start walking away.
He's given up.
So Yenir, as you go to approach the guards, you're not really that sneaky. It's about dusk, so it's not quite dark enough for you to fully, utilize all your skills. So as you walk up, oh hey, Missy, I don't know where you think you're going, but it ain't here.
Hmm. And I get shackled too, and then sneakily unshackle both of us.
Yeah. What are you doing to get yourself shackled here?
Just gonna continue walking towards Tomber.
Okay. So you keep walking. Hey, I told you to stop. Kind of pulls out or starts unsheathing his weapon.
Yeah, how does it feel not to be listened to, huh?
Shut up, you! And he hits you in the back of the head with the blunt end. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Um,
At this point in time,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna give up and just walk away.
okay. All right. So you just turn around and walk away now.
Yeah, basically. I tried.
You tried.
I give him the thumbs up and I just walk away.
I give her the thumbs up back.
As you go to give the thumbs up, the shackles kind of get yanked by one of the guards. Like, what are you doing? Come on.
Thumbs up.
Kaiba, the cloaked individual, kind of grabs the cage, and
Yes.
hold on, I'm just double checking one thing.
This is my best performance yet. You can't see what I'm holding.
He makes it dissipate, and he puts shackles around you as well.
Oh,
I thought you were pretending.
I thought I was too.
You guys are hauled away
But I'm
as
so heavy.
yeah. You're getting basically dragged. There's so 4 guards by you, Tomberry, and 7 by you, Kaiba, plus the 1 mage.
There's a mage.
There's a mage?
It's the
Mage.
cloaked guard. So the rest of you guys are watching as they get kind of escorted to the garrison here.
Bye.
Is this what happens when crowns die here?
You can't just go around murdering civilians.
You guys did what? I mean, I'm just gonna head back in.
They have no proof.
Anything. I just picked up a barrel.
They have no proof.
I don't know why they're angry.
Shut up, you! Take 2 points of bludgeoning damage, Kaiba. As you get hit with the blunt end of a sword.
He was totally talking. It was him.
So they drag the 2 of you off to the local lawmaster. What are the rest of you guys doing? Trajan, I'll get to you in a minute.
Trajan's gone.
Trajan's just gone. He just got up and walked away.
So, Reg, where do you think they take prisoners? Refresh me again.
Oh,
wow.
well, it's pretty standard. They go either to the local garrison, but In terms of your friends there, they're probably going to. Um, they're gonna be in North Stillmore. Yep.
Do I have any experience busting people out?
Some. It's not the easiest thing in the world to do. But,
Well,
yeah.
do I have vague area knowledge or just
Yeah,
Wow.
it's actually where you guys have gone before. So the what is it? The Lawmasters Guild, if I remember right, is what I
get
called
the
it.
bounty and stuff?
Yep.
Well, who wants to bust them out? Cause I know we've been traveling a lot, but it's a pain in the ass.
Might as well.
Yin
You'll
here?
miss me. You'll miss me.
Anything? Benadryl will probably be sad his brother's in jail and possibly executed. Maybe.
So so what you do know is that you need to go to the Lawmaster's office, which is in North Stelmore, and you'll have to talk to Eldrel again.
I have an idea. But I need Trajan here too. Before I give you guys the idea.
Trajan, it takes you the better part of an hour to get to where you're getting to. And is there anything you want to do? Or tell
don't-
everyone?
Oh, are they with me?
Nope, they're still back at the inn.
Oh, I'm just meeting my contact.
Okay, so you meet your contact. There's no issues. The meeting goes off without a hitch, and you are able to go on to your next task.
All right.
So, with that, back to you guys. So Kaiba and Tonberry, you guys are taken to North Stillmore. You've been into this office before. This is the Lawmaster's office. It's just a gray building, or I'm sorry, just a brown building with simple wooden structure. It's 2 floors. As you walk in, there'll be a couple guards, and they take you to the back to the holding cells, and they throw you into a cell to await judgment.
What have I done?
Be honest. Use the force.
So, Kaiba, Tonberry, anything you guys want to do?
I want a short rest.
Yeah, that's easy enough. You can use any remaining hit dice you have to heal up.
Okay.
I would like to talk to my jailer.
Okay. There's a female guard standing post.
So, you seeing anybody?
She kind of looks at you, looks you up and down, and says, "Yup."
Come on, shouldn't he get a persuasion check like a bard would?
Nope.
It's because he's green, isn't it?
Yup.
You're very observant, I see. So am I. Ignore my blue friend. He's blue.
Hey, that doesn't stop me from having a good time.
Is your favorite color green? No?
Nope.
Okay. I tried.
Then I go to the bar and said, "Do you like blue people? Blue dragonborn?"
George.
Nope.
Racist. I don't like you.
Is there
She
any...
she takes out her hilt and just slams it against your knuckles. Make a dex save for me.
All right. That is a 16.
You manage to just get your hands out of the way, and she hits the bars instead.
Feisty. I like it. I haven't had this much fun since the last guard.
Go ahead and make a perception check, actually.
It's the same one.
Me?
Yeah, you.
That is a 2.
What is it?
A 2.
A 2. Okay. Yeah.
Spicy.
She's very, very saucy.
I don't even know how to put that in my head.
So, do we get to eat soon?
You eat when we tell you to eat.
Is that now?
No.
Say it. Say it.
What? She starts to kind of walk away from you.
Don't move away from me. I thought we had a connection.
Continues walking away.
Okay, now that she left, let's try to pick this lock.
Take them here when you need him.
I also have thieves' tools.
Wait, do they have their equipment in there?
They do not have any equipment. But I will say, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check, Edmar.
Okay.
Ooh, I gotta stop using this die. Okay. I will say that you were able to keep a lockpick on you.
It is in my butt.
Yes.
Oh,
Wherever you want it.
The best place
bro.
for lockpicks.
As a rogue, Abby definitely knows.
You know, someday they're gonna try to check my butt, but today's not that day.
go ahead and make a lockpick check. So thieves tools, dex. So D20, dex, and proficiency.
It's a lot of stuff going on. Hold on. I did not program that into this. Thieves, dexterity.
So roll a D20, add your dex modifier and your proficiency modifier.
Plus.
25. Okay. It takes you a little bit. These are fairly well built locks, but you are able to open them, and the door is now unlocked.
Hey,
Wow.
Well, let's slowly walk out of here.
Okay. So you open the door. You're sneaking out, right?
Yes.
there's
I
our
need
next
both of you to go ahead and make a stealth check.
Oh God.
natural 1.
Ooh.
8.
8. Okay. As Kaiba sees the open door, he starts to rush up towards it, and he pushes you. Your face goes into the door as it's opening, with a cacophonous ding.
Oh.
A few of the guards turn around. Hey, what are you doing? Get back in your cell.
Damn, I'm too charming. They found me out.
They rush back up and just kick you back a little bit, lock the door with their key, and they put a chain around it and put another lock on top.
Can I try to melt it?
With your breath?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say give it a try. Let's see here. Once per short rest, yeah, so that's fine. Go ahead and because it's a door, give me an attack roll, actually.
Okay. Let's get it.
So we'll do D20 plus your dex modifier.
Dex modifier, so that will be a 15.
15. Okay, so you managed to hit the door. Roll damage for that.
15.
15 points of damage.
Yeah.
You blow the chain off, the door off the hinges. It flies across and just. And the guards just go, "What the fuck?" And they run back. There's about 5 or 6 guards just positioned around you with various weapons.
All right. Looks like we're gonna have to Ipman these.
Are you guys monks?
I'm a monk.
Close is the party to the jail? Are we going to rescue them right now?
That's up to you
No,
guys.
no.
I'll cut back to you for a second, real quick.
Never mind, never mind.
Yeah, because we're waiting for Trajan.
Oh, that's right.
Okay. As you guys are waiting, another individual walks into the bar.
A bar.
He is Ryan. If you want to describe your new character.
He's a half orc, brown skin, black hair, black eyes, gold halos. He's wearing a brown hooded cloak, and he's rather drunk.
Nice.
Another drunkard?
Another drunk half orc, yes.
Wait, so...
Stereotype now.
Lord, what's his
So Trajan, or sorry, as you walk in, Ryan, you see the group that Trajan told you about.
And how are you all this evening? As I take a
Who the
swig
hell
of
are you?
my water skin.
Who the hell
I
are you?
am Guthrak. Trajan sent me to help.
Where's Trajan?
Taking care of business. I don't know. He didn't tell me.
In the background, you guys hear a.
That's a noise.
There's the other noise. Wow, we heard that like twice today. Hey, Reginald, what's that noise? Also, I don't know who you are. Just hold still, we'll get back to you.
You got it.
Okay. So. Let me think here. Alright, so cutting back to Kaiba then?
Yeah, you.
God.
Well, I was asking what the horn noise was from Reginald.
That's the guards. It's when something's going on. They sound that horn.
Oh,
Wait,
well, I have no idea.
Which direction? Can we tell which direction they came from?
The horn?
Yeah.
Go ahead and you guys can all make. So this would be Therian, Serum, and Yenyir. Go ahead. And Guthrak. Go ahead and make a perception check at disadvantage.
Or just Guthrak or me? Everybody.
All of you guys that are in the bar right now.
My perception is now terrible. Oh, okay, well, not too bad.
Disadvantage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 1.
Okay.
A natural 1.
Uh-oh.
Solid. I feel it.
Okay. Let's see. No, none of you can tell like where it's coming from. You just know it's, I mean, outside, probably.
Boy. So we
Okay.
can't tell if it's from the prison. Do you know if Guth is a good person? Is he actually sincere?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
16.
16.
17. Just
17.
Yeah,
Yeah, as far as you can tell.
Huh.
They can
you
see
say-
that I'm wearing the Millennium Talisman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is what Trajan wore?
Yep. It's the one you guys found in Clement's.
The Talisman of Pure Good.
So, what really happened? Did Trajan get his... He said something about being scared shitless. Did he get so scared shitless that he ran away and abandoned us? And then sent you?
I guess so? He has his own plan, but I don't know what it is.
Okay,
He's
what's it?
carrying some kind of battle axe with him, or axe. I don't know.
Oh no, maybe the axe curse took him.
That's mine.
All right.
Back.
So,
Uh,
what are the four of you guys gonna do right now?
plan.
Okay.
So we'll go back to my room, I guess. Right? So we're in our room, right?
Yeah, you can definitely head up to your
Okay.
room.
All right. I got a plan. We've got a good bunch of Goofy boy. You don't know it, but we have a goblin army.
Gotcha. Goblin
Okay.
army.
So
Take another
I
drink
was
of my
thinking-
wine.
we have the goblins do a sort of distraction. Have the guards from the prison go to the goblins, and then we bust them out. It's worked once before, except without goblins and my friends. More kind of thing. That was a rush. Good times.
I like this plan. I say we roll with it.
Anyone? I like him already. He agreed. No objections? None?
No, I guess.
Good. All right.
Okay.
That's
So
a resounding yes.
that's a resounding
I give a
yes.
thumbs up.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Are you guys gonna do your plan tonight? Are you sleeping for a night and then doing it in the morning?
I gotta tell the goblins, so
Nighttime
we
is
should rest?
probably best.
oh, okay, yeah, you're right. Nighttime's probably the best.
Sneaky.
But I have like no health either.
Oh, you don't?
No.
How much
Um,
health do you have?
17 out of 51. We didn't heal from the last battle, I think.
I'm gonna lay my hands on him, George. I'm gonna heal him for 10.
I definitely like this guy already. He's even healing my gunshot wound that, somebody here could have healed for the last couple hours.
What?
Dried and clotted.
You watch as the gunshot wound closes up. The dry blood is still there, but the wound itself and the hole going through your arm, it closes up.
Yeah. How much do I heal?
10 points.
10.
Alright. So I guess we're going back down to the sewers.
For this, I'll say it probably takes you maybe like an hour, hour and a half, so it'd be like 10 o'clock by the time you get back to the surface, but you can run down there and get back in that time.
Aye.
Okay.
So I told them to cause a commotion somewhere and be safe.
Okay. You guys look as there's a group of guards approaching you. There they are! You lot! Come with us!
Us?
Yes! 3 of you.
Oh, calm down. Oh, 3? Okay, so I'm not there.
You're with them. They're just not interested in you.
Wait, what? Oh, because Abby's stealth. They can't see her.
No, they can see her.
Wait, then how's there only 3 of us?
They're not interested in you.
Oh, me?
Yes. They don't know who the fuck you are.
Oh, wait a second.
Officers, please. I think we all just need to calm down.
What
They
happened?
haven't done anything wrong. You know.
Whoa, why did they? we don't. They didn't say we did anything wrong. They didn't wanna.
Exactly. So why
We need you to come with us for questioning.
Questioning? About what?
About an attack.
Attack? What attack?
Someone said one of your associates just attacked Lord Emmett. We'll be asking the questions from here on in. Follow us.
Wait a second. How would we attack Lord Emirate when we were in the sewers fighting goblins? When Lawmaster gave us a task to get goblin ears?
Look, Just above my pay grade. Just come with us. It's been a long day.
Where are they go? Where are they leading us to?
They
Or do we?
they're escorting you somewhere. You're not sure.
Where are you? Where are we going? Just just curious.
We'll be going to Lord Emmett's estate.
Of all the times to, have not the full party.
I'm gonna try to persuade the guards that we're not the group that they're looking for.
How many guards
I
are
had
there?
a pretty good persuasion, I thought, and it didn't work, so sure, you can try.
How many guards?
Right now there are 4 guards
Four.
around you, and you can see there's the regularly stationed like couple here and there.
Can I try to persuade them that we're not the group they're looking for?
What are you doing to persuade them?
Force.
Persuasion.
You can't just say persuasion and it magically happens. It's not the way
No,
persuasion.
I'm just saying, like, hey, we're not the guys you're looking. No, not we're the wrong group.
I'll say you can make it, but at disadvantage.
All right, fine. 14 plus 5.
14 plus 5. Okay. So let me see.
Hey, take out my doggy.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute.
The guards kind of look at each other. All right, then. Where are the guys we're looking for? Have you seen them?
I'm pretty sure they tried to come into the inn and then got arrested earlier today. Remember?
I haven't had time to read all the reports. Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage.
Uh-oh. It's an 8.
An 8.
Oh,
That is actually enough. I rolled a 6. Um, so he looks at you and he goes, "All right, thanks. But if we need more answers, we'll be coming looking for you."
We'll be around.
And they walk
Not
away.
leaving.
So as you guys start walking, where are you headed? Are you headed to Lord Emmerich's, or are you headed to the prison?
Well, the goblins know of the plan. Did I tell them when?
You for the sake of this, give me a time.
I'm gonna say like, how long will it take to get to North Stillmore Prison?
Roughly about an hour.
Okay, so an hour and a half from now.
Okay.
No, I have 5 minutes.
All right, to the prison.
Okay.
I want the full party in case anything else happens.
Okay. You guys start making your way towards the prison. Kaiba and Tomberry, there are 6 guards in front of you, all with various weapons. What are you doing?
Well, I will put my 2 hands in front of me. If my
And what?
like Donnie Yen.
Okay. And so what are you doing? Just
I don't know. I'm looking at Edmar saying like, what?
oh right, he's walking the dog. He looks at you and says, I don't want any part of this, man. I didn't do anything. I'm not doing anything. I just wanted to drink."
You get your Jackie Chan ass over here and do it.
Okay. And he stands up and he kind of just copies your pose.
All right. Let's talk, boys.
A few of the guards come in and they are going to make attacks on you, Kaiba. So this
All right. Looks like I'm gonna have to wing chun your ass.
3. So did you do anything?
Well, I was gonna try to talk to them, but I guess somebody's being a little trigger happy right now.
Okay. So right now you are you wearing armor? Were you wearing armor?
Yes.
Okay. That Which one was it? The chain shirt or the leather?
Let's see. I have a chain shirt and the leather.
Because you're a monster.
Uh,
What?
It matters. So which one is it?
You like double poloing.
That not thing?
Huh?
Can you not do that?
No. Pick one. Which one are you wearing?
Tell me I could do all this shit, but I can't wear a t-shirt. I'm wearing chain shirt.
Okay. All right. So you still have that on. All right. So, let's see. What's your AC? Okay.
18.
All right. So you are gonna take.
Rick. A lot of shit going on right now.
You take 22 points of damage.
22.
You take 22 points of damage.
Alrighty.
And I need you to go ahead and make a strength check.
Strength check.
Or
18.
athletics or acrobatics, whichever is higher. So.
Let's see. So survival.
Oh no, I said athletics or acrobatics, whichever is
Oh,
higher.
I do athletics, so still same. It's going to be 18.
18. Okay, that's enough. So the other two guards try and pin you against the wall, and you kind of just shove them off. So if the two of you want to do anything.
Bone sow.
I would like to ninja out of the cell.
Okay, if you want to, go ahead and start making your way out. This is gonna be 2, 3, 4. And then 2 more. So, what's your armor class for me?
15.
15. Okay.
16, just kidding.
So 4 of those hit. And 1 nat 20. So
How many guards are in here?
there's 6 in there with you right now. That's 8 plus 3, so it's 11. So 15 and 22, 30. What's 15 plus 22? 37. You take 37 points of damage as you try and run out.
Damn.
The guards kind of whip around, and various blades and spears just get embedded into your body as you're running. You are able to make it out of the cell and about 20 feet down the hall. There's about 3 more guards in front of you at this point, at the end of the hall.
Dynamic entry.
You don't see me. Is there another way through this hall?
The way the hall is, the behind you is more cells, but it ends with a wall, and in front of you there is more cells, but it splits into a hallway. So the guards are standing at that kind of T intersection.
I surrender.
Okay, so you surrender. What are you doing?
I go down and curl into fetal position. I'm
Okay.
just drunk.
Okay. The guards kind of start running up, and one of them stays with you, and the other two keep going to your cell. Kaiba, what are you doing?
Is there a move called disarm, or can I disarm the spear?
You for this, yeah. Go ahead and make a d20 roll and add your dexterity modifier.
All right. Big money, big money, big money, big money. Win. All right, nat 20.
Okay. You grab one of the spears out of one of the guards.
All right. I fling it around, be like, who? Doom.
Who? What? You cut out again.
Who is ready? I'm intimidating them. Who is ready to meet their doom?
Okay. Go ahead and make an intimidation check at disadvantage.
At advantage? Okay.
Disadvantage. Dis.
Well, shit, that's a
There's a lot of them.
And you're anything else now.
Good luck.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
A 2.
Be right back.
All right. So, anything else you want to do with your turn?
Wait, 1, 2.
What was that?
Rage.
Okay. Bonus action rage. Got it.
Okay.
All right. That's your turn. So, there are now 8 guards in the room with you. I need you to go ahead and make a... so this will be a straight roll because I'm giving the guards advantage, and normally, because you're raging on any strength checks, you'd have advantage. So this is just going to be a straight roll instead of giving you disadvantage. Does that make sense? So it'll be 2... Just go ahead and roll a d20 and add your athletics to it.
Wait, am I doing a dex save?
What's up?
Am I doing a dex save?
Nope.
Oh.
Athletics. So d20 plus athletics.
Alright. That is 18.
What'd you get?
18.
18. You... Oh, whoops. Sorry. You manage to resist it again as 2 of the guards try and pin you down. The rest of them are going to take attacks on you. And that'll be at advantage.
Just lay down, Andre.
Just give up. Or you die.
Okay, so,
It's because we took the axe away from him.
5,
I'm mad.
I told you it would have been better to leave it with him. For comical relief.
12, and then...
Now I gotta improvise, guys.
He's still acting the same.
So you take... So 40 halved. So 20 points of damage as the spears and other items start to jab into you again.
Alright.
The other guard is going to shackle you back up, Tonberry, and you are shackled
Okay.
in the hallway now, and he's going to go assist. There are 2 more guards from the other end of the hall that are now running into the room. Kaiba, what are you doing?
Sounds like Thornberry has a good time to run. Boy, I'm attacking. Let's go.
Okay.
Did nobody take damage before?
None of the guards have taken damage.
Okay. We're attacking 3 attacks on the first guy.
Just go down.
So you're just
Andre.
attacking one guard right now.
Actually, I attack 3 guards in each time.
Go for it.
Alright. So, first, will be that is a 13 on the first one.
Just hits.
Okay. 12 on the second. And 13 on the third one.
Okay, so 2 of them just hit. Go ahead and roll damage on those 2. For this, it'll be a... let me think here. It's going to be 1... I believe it's 1d8 plus 4.
4?
Mm-hmm.
10 on the first one.
Okay.
11 on the second.
Okay. Both of those guards look pretty rough at this point. You stab one into like his eye and pull it back, and his eye just comes out with the spear. The other one you stab in the arm, and it just goes straight through his arm.
Can I eat the eyeball?
What's up?
Can I eat his eyeball?
Did you still have a bonus action? So you can do that.
Nope, I have 3 attacks.
Okay.
So,
So it's on the edge of your spear right now.
yes.
At this point, they're going to try and grapple you again. So go ahead and roll your athletics check.
Athletic. Okay. 18 again.
18. Okay. So again, they try and press on you, and again, you resist them. This time it's going to be 10 attacks total, all at advantage.
Dear God.
That's 3, 5.
Is this it? Is this our first true character death?
7 plus a nat 20, so this is too many dice for me to roll. Roll 76.
Am I gonna whitebeard this?
That's so sad.
Dice standing up. Just
Hold on. So have that. Take that off. So that's 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
2, 6. So that's 7 times 2, 14 plus 3 is 17. Halved is, we'll say 8. 9.
So
9. So another 9 points of damage there.
So 14. Let's see. We're gonna get 25.
Yes, 25 total.
All right. Hanging in there.
All right. Tom Barry, you doing anything?
I'm going to tell him to stay down.
Okay. All right, Kaiba. What would you like to do? It's your move.
Stay down.
Yo, move. All right. After taking so much damage, I chuck the spear down to the ground. Hopefully, it's low key wanting to ricochet to one of the guards, but then I sit down in Indian style, like fine. That's it. I eat the eyeball.
Okay, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
now he's really dead.
Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. That's a 14.
14. You've eaten enough human where you can stomach this.
Are the guards intimidated now?
No, they are not.
Everyone was pissed though.
They go ahead and at this point they are going to bring out chains, and they are going to wrap you up in chains and hang you upside down in the room.
All right.
They also take off any of your armor, so remove your armor.
I will take my loincloth off too.
That's fine.
Okay.
So you are hanging naked upside down. They hang you, and then the lawmaster comes in and goes, "What the fuck?" It's the short dwarf. You've met him before. You're what the fuck? Take his ass outside. And they drag you outside. And normally there's a hanging post, right? outside the Lawmaster's office. They take you and they hang you upside down on the hanging post, for all to see.
Cowards! Fight me!
They do continue to stab you until you pass out.
No.
So you are just unconscious right now. You're stable but unconscious.
Okay, so I'm at 1?
Technically you're at 0.
Oh.
But you don't have to make death or whatever saving throws.
Okay.
They do enough to just knock you out.
Bastard.
And as you are knocked out, the last image you see is a few of your party members walking up with this new individual, and the 4 of you see a naked blue dragonborn hanging upside down by chains. And
It took you guys long enough.
that's where we're going to end the session
Knock
for
out
today.
Andre.
Oh, he's unconscious. So
Oh.
It seems like it always ends that way.
So good. There's a party member we need to save.
That would be me. It's obviously me.
Tomberry is still inside. So you're still in your they kind of moved you back into the cell, and just locked a
He's
different
drugged
cell
and
actually.
passed out, right?
What's
So
that?
We shouldn't be sure if he's alive or not.
If you wanted to, for the sake of this, I'll say Guthrak and Therian, you can make medicine checks to see if he's alive or just unconscious.
Why am I doing it? I'm not a cleric.
Aren't you a paladin?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah, never mind. If you can if you want to. It's up to you. You don't have to.
It wouldn't work, but I'll do it anyway.
So you gotta put on another list of names to your name.
Yes.
Raphael. Good, right?
11.
Okay. Charles, you making one?
Wait, what?
Medicine check to see if Kaiba's still alive, or...
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why not?
If I feel like it.
25.
25. Guthrak, you're a paladin. What the fuck do you know about medicine? Therian, you take one glance. He's alive. He's breathing.
He's alive.
He's basically sleeping. He's unconscious, but he's alive.
Is this a long rest?
No. No. They're coming out and poking you every time you feel like you're resting. Because you've pissed off literally all the guards in the town now. And the Lawmaster. So, that's where we're going to end it. We have Kaiba strung up on a hangman's post. We have Therian, Serum, Tomberry, Yenir, and Guthrak walking up to the Lawmaster's office. And we have Tonberry in a cell inside the Lawmaster's office.
Yeah.
So that's where we'll end it.